welcome to Leila's Talk Show. I'm your host, Leila Vahabzadeh, and today I'm here with Chase. Chase is a senior and he's on the football team. So Chase, how does it feel to be a part of the team?
I enjoy it a lot because it just brings a bunch of guys together that normally wouldn't be together, and we become friends, and it becomes that we're like a family by the end of it.
What kind of a rush do you get when you guys play a game?
Me personally, there's really no other feeling. The fact that I get the chance to like hit someone at full speed and with the amount of force that I can do, because I don't usually get the chance to like legally hit people, and this is a great way for me to get my aggression out and everything like that. Yeah.
Why did you decide to play football?
I was told when I first was like brought to my house after being born is around May they had the draft, so I immediately from birth watched football, and throughout the years I've been just watching it until like about 8th grade when they came up with the piece of paper saying, oh yeah, you can come play for Beverly's football team. I thought it would be like, oh cool, I get to wear a high school jersey and play for the football team, and then when I started playing I truly fell in love with the sport.
What's your position on the team?
I play a linebacker, anywhere from the middle or to the outside.
What's the most proudest game that what game are you guys proud of?
Me, or is in like all 4 years? Like
since you started playing football, which is all 4 years.
I'd probably say probably 2 big games that really put me on the spot and like probably 3, but definitely the first 2 would probably be my Inglewood game that I played my freshman year. Is I had 20-something tackles in the first half, and that was really big. I mean, I stopped the game from being way bigger than what it would have been. It was like 14-0 by half, and then after that I got tired and the game went up, and I'm not just saying that, it was just me defending. And then my sophomore year when I got to play for varsity, I got an interception against Inglewood, oddly enough, but it was our first league game, and that was a really big part because that set me in stone for playing varsity for the rest of my career in Beverly.
What, in your opinion, makes a great football player?
Someone who's focused, hard work, and is committed and willing to do what he needs to do.
In some major games, how do you handle the pressure?
I kind of just, when it comes to a really tight game, which I have been in very few, but I've been in them. Like San Gabriel from last year, it was a 6-11 at the from second half to the end of the game. You just have to remain calm and not let your emotions take advantage of you throughout the game. Because if you let your emotions take advantage, you're going to start doing reckless things, getting penalties, and causing it harder for your team to get out of the hole that you put them into, and you just don't want to put that into.
How is the relationship between the coach and the players?
For me personally, I had a really good relationship with my coaches. I used to talk to Coach D-Rob just about frequently, either every day or definitely once a week during the off season. And then when Stansbury came in, it was an instant mutual connection between us that we really knew where we wanted this program to go, and it was whatever way we could possibly get there as quick as possible.
During halftime, how do you guys motivate each other to do better?
Well, we either do one of 2 things. We are either completely silent during halftime because we know what we need to fix and there's no discussion about it, or 2, we need to calm each other down because we've gotten to such a state that we have so much emotion in the room that we're not playing smart and we're playing recklessly just for ourselves.
If you could have another position on the team, what would it be?
If I could. If I was fast enough, I'd probably play running back so I could continue to hit.
What is your personal who do you like want to be on the team? Like if you could be any other person.
Like on my team?
Yeah, on your team.
What do you mean by that question? Like
if you could be like another player, who would it be? Like maybe they have better skills in running or better skills in throwing.
Honestly, I'd probably go with a guy I played with last year. His name was Ole Woods. He taught me some of my foundations that I used on the field, and he was just so big. He had to be easily like 240, his senior year at 6'2", and it was just someone that if you were in a situation, he knew how to get you out of it. You don't always get it out, but he knew where to go.
What do you learn from each game?
To be more patient and let my emotions not get the better of me, and just be smart about how I do it.
How does when the crowd starts cheering and they start getting all excited and rallied up, what is this? How do you feel about this? What are your thoughts?
Well, for the few times that it did happen, it definitely put me a little bit more eager to hit someone, and it definitely got the entire team and I a lot more excited to go out and play. Because when this crowd's completely silent, it might as well be like practice at the time. So no one's really motivated. You're just kind of going through the motions. But when you get a close game like we had for homecoming, the crowd was in it. And just a few plays that put us out of it. But when we had the crowd in it, we played better as a unit.
How do you feel about the last few games that happened? What are your thoughts towards them?
I think the last few games that we had at home definitely could have been done a little bit better by the players, a little bit more ball security, a little less recklessly, a little less personal fouls. The games would have went different. But I thought for my performance-wise, I did what I needed to do what I wanted in my goals that I had set for myself.
What, in your opinion, is the most exciting part of the game?
Most exciting part probably has to be about 15 seconds before the kickoff, because it's all nerves and everything. It's just you're just ready to get going, and it's not really like you're scared or anything, but you're just so nervous for that first hit because you don't know how that other guy is going to hit. All you've been doing is watching them on tape for the last few weeks or a few days, and you're just like, how hard do they hit? Considering, because you know how hard your buddies on the team hit because you hit with them every day, so you're used to that. And then you bring in this faceless opponent that you're playing for the first time and you've never seen before in your life except for tape. That's the first real moment of the game. That's for me is that 15 seconds before kickoff.
When do you guys practice?
Practice during season, it's anywhere from 1:50 to 4, or about 2:30 to 5, and depends on what we do on those days.
How do you guys practice?
At least 3 times a week. We start in the weight room, which would probably be those 150s, or 1 o'clock to 1:50. And we start off in the weight room, and then we go outside and we practice light, which would be shells, which would be helmets and shoulder pads and shorts. So we're not taking anybody down to the ground, so everybody's safe. And then we have the 2 days before game, or whatever day we start, that we're in full pads, and it's just full hitting throughout the entire practice.
Do you have college and the future planned out? What kind of college do you want to go to?
I'd like to go to a Division I college, something big like Arizona or Oregon or Wisconsin. But at the moment, I've only gotten looks at, no true interest where they're like, okay, we're going to give you a scholarship. But at the moment, I'm actually going for College of the Canyon, which is a junior up in Santa Clarita, which actually has a program that I'm going to talk to their coach on Wednesday.
Now, Chase, you're a senior and you're almost completely finished with high school. Tell me, how have these last 4 years been for you?
They've definitely been unique. I don't think there's anyone who probably had the exact same experience as me. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened within the last year and a half that really I could never explain. But I think my experience at Beverly has been a very enjoyable one and really unique. It's just the bonds that I've created with my friends that I have now, the people I've met, and where I'm at now. It doesn't explain where I'm at now, but I'm here. So it's been a very enjoyable one.
How could Beverly as a whole and as a school improve?
Stop being so judgmental. They're extremely critical on stuff that they should have no say into, as in the ways people act at certain times. how they react when certain people don't have the kind of money that they have, or what they're driving, or what they're wearing. You don't know what that person's going through.
What kind of classes are you taking this year?
I'm taking the basic senior classes, econ, math, English, and physics, and then I dropped my athletics, so I'm not in any athletics right now.
Has the past 4 years gotten harder or easier for you?
I believe the first year, my freshman, was it wasn't hard, but it was definitely a change, so I didn't know how to react to it educationally wise, because everything was done on your own. But I think sophomore year to junior year,